Hi everyone. I just wanted to offer some relaxing words. I was just laying here, um, after getting up to organize my clothes and, do some cleaning. I went ahead and disinfected a lot of stuff at my house and took my vitamins, which I really do encourage you all to do at this time, is not only to drink water, but to have okay, necessary vitamins for your nourishment and supplement in need. So, vitamin C, vitamin D, either in juice form or in actual fruit form. Different fruits can provide different things. So, of course, I've been really telling you all to, just make sure to take care of your body, your mind, and to be calm because, after every storm, there is sunshine. There is, beautiful flowers blossoming, and there is children happy, and there is people singing and, talking amongst themselves. After every bitter, down, tough, challenging season, there is a happiness that springs up from the ground. So, if I can offer any words in this time to any of you listening who need this or just want, a little pick me up, it would be to realize that the storm does pass. The storm always passes. Whether the storm lasts for hours or for days or turns into another catastrophe or other things come through, it all does pass. That is a natural system, the cycle of not only life, but all things. Change is inevitable. So, me personally, when I'm on social media, and I see the hype and I see, these devastating posts and I see all these different things. For me, I think what's been so amazing to witness and to grasp within myself and that others I feel are happily grasping is the concept of keeping calm and carrying on. It was a little funny phrase, I think, back in 2012, but it's never been more accurate and more helpful than in times like this, to be honest with you, is keeping calm and carrying on. Oh, it's just so true. Whether good, whether bad, whether stormy, whether challenging, just keeping calm and carrying on is all that we can do. And it's really, I think, quite amazing for my own personal practice to see how calm we can make ourselves, how quiet and how still we can really allow ourselves to be when we simply release, a lot of the hoopla. And I do think that humans in general, we do have this, nagging egoic state sometimes that makes us want to feel guilty, you know, for being so at peace, for being happy, for being full of laughter, for smiling in times like this. But you know what? It's not about, selfishness or not caring or not mourning with those who mourn. It's not about that because naturally, if you connect with a situation or you feel bad for somebody or you want to extend sympathy or you want to extend, you know, a helping hand or shed some light or some peace into someone else's situation, that's a innate thing, you know? That's a natural thing to do, is to say to somebody who's hurting, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's all we can do. Even if we were to say to a stranger, my condolences, right? That's all we can do. We can donate money, we can cry, but what's going to happen is going to happen. So while we're mourning, while we are, you know, extending ourselves, we also have to be mindful that we have to also be strong. We have to also be solid. We also have to be mindful that things that are not within our control are simply not within our control. And it's simply our egoic state and our minds, you know, that make us act like and think that we can, you know, be like a giant and conquer all these things and, you know, toss these things away. And that's just not the case. You know, us humans can do mighty things, amazing things, but there is some things that I do believe only the divine, if you will, can really do. God, okay? All knowing, all seeing. Oh, yeah, there is some things that we don't have control over. There is a lot of things, in fact, that we don't have control over. You know, we can't see if somebody far away is crying or if somebody else far away is laughing. We don't have that ability. Whatever is within our radius, within our vicinity, within our knowing, within our seeing is what we can control. So for those that have a big heart, it's also very important to not carry that sorrow, to not carry that hurt, because it's not your fault. And I'm saying that because there is people out here who do have a big heart, and, you know, clearly to do anything, to share any information, to help people, you have to have a big heart like myself. But I do feel the need to say that, you know, sometimes we feel that, you know, the world, the weight of the world is on our shoulders. You know, we think to ourselves, if we could only, you know, for, I mean, including myself, you know, we think, if only I could donate more, if only I could help more, if only I could do this, if only I was this, if only I was that. And that's not, it's not in our control. And the reality is that a lot of things in life are not in our control. And that's a very hard concept, I think, for humans to grapple with, is, oh, I don't have control. We don't. We don't have control over every little thing. So this too shall pass. You take the steps, careful steps, to protect yourself, to protect the ones you love, to help thy neighbor and people that will listen, because not everyone listens. Okay? And you do what you can. And you carry on. And so, weighing your own self down and making your own self sink and suffer, just by that simple nature and that simple action, cancels out your opportunity to help somebody else. When you are down, when you are burdened in spirit, when you're not optimum, you're not able to help anybody else. So remember that when you're at home, or going out, or if you're an essential worker, you're going out. Remember that. So at this time, only take on things that you feel you're called to take on. Only say and do things that you feel you need to do. Don't go against your own intuition. If your intuition says to you, you need to have a certain vitamin or have a certain diet, or maybe even not talk to certain people, chances are you're right. Because without even you knowing it, there could be things that the divine spirit is trying to explain to you and show you to come out of the storm. So it's very important that we all do common sense things, that we all keep in mind that the powers that be, there are so many moving parts to this. Okay. And it's really important that we don't take on the heavy weight. We stay light in heart, we stay light in nature, because then we're able to pass through. And so is life. Life is full of challenges. Life is full of stretching. Life is full of experience. So is life. So take care of yourself. Put yourself as a priority. If you have children, if you have pets, if you're still working or trying to find work, remember, it starts with you. So ignore the things that make you feel unhappy. Ignore the things that make you feel sad, because those are the things that are trying to eat away at your joy, eat away at your peace. So it's very important that we stay aware. We stay aware of the nonsense. And we stay aware of the things that do not serve us. I encourage you all to get rest, because I know so many people were begging for this time to get rest, and now that the time is finally here, people are staying up and they're not, eating the most nutritious foods, and they're not using their time for themselves. And I've seen it, I've heard it, trust me, I've seen it so many times. Oh, they're begging, people literally begging for this time to just sleep. And now that the time is here, they're not using it, they're not doing it, they're not, all the things that we said, right, that we were going to do when we have the time. Well, now is the time. You've got it on a silver platter. The universe has said, okay, here, let's see what you're made of. Let's see if you're going to follow through. And that's what we're all up against right now. That's where we're all in different ways facing ourselves, facing the world, and saying, what now? So yes, I am encouraging you all to do the things that you wanted to do when you didn't have time and you weren't sure how you were going to be able to get the time. Now you have the time, so use it wisely. Get rest. Stay hydrated. We have a long way to go, it seems. Hopefully not, but for whatever the duration is, we are strong. We can get through and overcome this. Up and over, onwards and forwards. The storm will pass. God bless. Take care. and much love to you all. Namaste, go in peace.